Hello to my beautiful knights and queens of the world. You already know who it is, and Mr. Royal Diamond, aka Mr.RoyalNieves, coming back at you with another beautiful video. So let's get into it. So my video topic for today is going to be about find joy in your healing. Find joy in your healing. There's a lot of people that are so apprehensive when you're going through something in life, when you're facing trials, tribulations, where and usually those things are when you don't know what to do, when you try your best at something and it's not working out, when you're going through something serious like a loss of a someone, like any kind of disease, any kind of like conditioning, or things you're dealing with, right? And a lot of people get so scared and afraid that they end up becoming so negative because of what they're going through, and sometimes things happen for you, not to you, to grow you, to empower you, to build that faith, to build that strength in your belief in God. Because a lot of things, it's just gonna come down to God and Jesus. A lot of people may not want to accept it, but at the end of the day, when you really sit there and you look at it, a lot of things always go back to God and having faith and having belief and really trusting Him in the journey of life. You get what I'm saying? So for all of you struggling with whatever it may be you're dealing with in life, and this is for everybody that try to paint this facade, this picture, like everything's perfect, like everything's okay, but behind closed doors you are breaking down, you are crying, you are stressed out, you're going through things, you don't know what it feels like you're being under attack, you don't know what's going on, you feel like giving up and all this other stuff. But from my experience, whatever you're going through can't compare to the blessing and peace that God will give you. Because a lot of things I had to go through, a lot of things I dealt with, a lot of things I overcame by the grace of God, and it was a lot of things I didn't even understand. And sometimes things would just happen like certain times, and like a couple things at a time. But when I tell you that God is faithful and all that He does, He is. You may not see it now, but He will deliver you. He will heal you. He will save you. He will provide for you. He loves you. He cares for you. Stop allowing the enemy to manipulate your emotions and your mind, thinking that you are defeated, that you are a victim, that this will never change. Baby, it will change. I'm telling you, when you get on your knees and you pray to God with all that you got and every ounce that you got, even when you can't even breathe or pray, miracles begin to happen. God is not deaf to you. God is not deaf to your prayers or blind to your tears. And I tell you that for sure, because God is close to the brokenhearted and to those who are struggling in life. You understand what I'm telling you? It's basically when you put a coal under pressure, you get a diamond. Sometimes you have to go through the process to become the person God is calling you to become, because you have to build that mentality, you have to build that emotional stability, you have to build that kind of character for the greater blessings that are ahead of you. It's preparing you for the greater things God has for you in order for you to stand firm in faith and to maintain the healthy outlook and habits and routine, to maintain that miracle, that blessing God's giving you, right? So finding joy in your healing is basically, no matter what you're going through, you're still going to pray God. You're going to pray to God. You're going to praise God. And you continue to walk in positivity. Even if you're hurting and all that, but you have to understand that when you begin to reprogram the way you look at things, the way you understand things, and allowing your faith to grow in you, God begin to perform miracles of healing in you. The things that used to bother you don't bother you no more. The people who used to torment you are no longer in your life. The conditioning you're going through, you no longer have. Because if you really want to get to the nitty gritty, you can start Googling and looking up different stories of people that was going through death, murder, people who were dying, people who have supposedly uncurable diseases that God has healed. When you read the Bible, there are stories that he parted the Red Seas. He set the Jewish people free from Egypt. He healed the plagues. He healed people with sicknesses. He binded and removed demonic spirits from people's bodies. He did all of that. All those healings that he did. And even now, because there are stories, baby, there's movies that you can look up and see how God has kept people, has healed people from things that doctors said they can't be cured from. And it all starts with belief and faith. When you start decluttering and removing all negative things, because that's what causes Stress, and we know stress causes sicknesses, you know. So when you begin to eliminate all this negativity, all this worry, all this doubt, you begin to empower yourself with joy in your healing, because it's basically like this: if you're going through something and you develop in your faith, you keep telling yourself that God will deliver you. You understand what I'm telling you? God is going to heal every inch of you. God is going to set you free. You understand what I'm telling you? The only difference between those people who survived what they was going through and those people who passed away is their belief and faith. You have to walk in positivity when you're going through something in order to produce the belief that will heal, that will bring the healing from God. You understand what I'm telling you? That God will heal you because your faith is so strong and your belief is so strong that He will do the impossible for you. That's when those miracles begin to happen. But if you're praying to God and you don't believe it, that you have doubt, nothing will produce. Nothing will happen. You get what I'm saying? So when you're going through something, make sure you're doing it with faith and belief. And on top of that, you have to look at your routine and habits. So if you want a healthy life, you have to really start cutting things out of your life when it comes to materials, people, associations, foods, drugs, whatever it may be. You have to start cutting those things away if you want to survive and actually have an abundant and prosperous life. You know, that's when you begin to find the joy in your healing. Because if you're stressing out, why would you want to add more stress, right? If you're going through a sickness, why you want to keep dealing with the very thing that's causing you to be sick? You know what I'm saying? So, this is what I mean. You have to find the joy in your healing. So, whatever you're going through, just be happy. Like, Lord, I may be going through something, but you are greater than this. You know what I'm telling you? You tell your circumstances and what you're going through how big your God is. That's first and foremost. Two, you start developing that belief that I may be going through something right now, but I serve a powerful God that He will deliver me from this. Not only deliver me, He will replace what I lost in double portions. You get what I'm telling you? Because when you walk in faith and you know that God's gonna come get you real quick, baby, all you have to do is just sit still and know that He is God. He is coming. He is coming, and He got you. You understand what I'm telling you? Because the moment you just release all that and you surrender it all to God, just give it all to Him. Just lay it at His feet, and you choose to be positive and start eradicating of everything that's causing turmoil, chaos, all this weird stuff in your life. Miracles begin to happen. You begin to feel more positive, more peaceful. Your mind is not even on what you're going through. You start looking at other productive things. Next thing you know, you have overcome the very thing that you thought that was going to take you out, because you choose to walk in faith. You choose to keep declaring His name in the midst of your storms. That's how you develop strong faith in God. That's how you develop joy in the healing. Because God can take all things and God can give you all things. You get what I'm saying? Remember that. Remember how powerful and faithful God is and how He has kept you before. And remember that if you're going through something, please do not allow the negativity of this world and the doubts of even medical professionals to keep you from developing your faith. Because at the end of the day, the Bible says God has the final say. So no matter what you're going through, remember that God has the final say. I'm not saying to not listen to what the doctors are telling you, a medical professional, but remember to never give up. You know, you have the power to heal and to overcome because God has gave you that already. You just have to walk in faith in God. It's just walk in joy in your healing. Be happy. You know what I'm saying? Watch something funny. Dance a little bit. You know, eat some healthy fruits. Build a puzzle. You know what I'm saying? Talk to God. You know, cry to God. Pray to God. You know what I'm saying? Worship God. Put some gospel music. Start purifying your environment. You know what I'm saying? Start having that joy, that essence of a child being free, regardless of what you're going through. And you watch how God comes and heals every inch of you. God has the final say. And that's just period. And if you don't know how to find joy in your healing, then you should pray about that too. You be like, Lord, you know what I'm going through, but I know you would deliver me from this, and you're greater than whatever on my faith. Help me to find the joy in my healing so I can serve you in faith. You understand what I'm telling you? But with that, you already know I am done. I wish you all the best. May God heal every inch of you. I love you. God bless you. I thank you. Until my next video. Peace.